Hey guys, my name is Chris Daverson. I'm doing my research project on the Bhopal gas tragedy. For some background regarding the Bhopal tragedy, um, essentially this happened on December 3rd, 1984, um, and it was involving the Union Carbide. Um, the Union Carbide owned this. It's a pesticide power plant. Um, and at the time, uh, there was a there was a drought and also the dry season for farmers, resulting in I guess less purchases due to there's no income for the farmers to purchase the pesticides, um, kind of resulting in a market crash. Um, and I guess what followed that was a lack of maintenance and precaution by the union company because they're not making as much money as they would like, so they don't really care as much about their product. And they were planning to actually sell the company um, as well. They their pesticides consist of a product called methyl isocyanate, which is very toxic for plants. And on the night of December 3rd, over a ton of due to lack of maintenance, over a ton of water was able to seep into uh, one of the storage tanks. As you can see by the picture, just three, um, and it caused a chemical reaction, um, which resulted in a cloud of toxic gases just coming out and just sitting right on top of nearby towns. Um, and immediately, um, those sleeping, they noticed it, and just panic flooded the streets. People running over each other, some people struggling to breathe. There's just immediate effects. People's eyes were strained. A lot of and people were just simply dying. Um, and this can also be blamed onto the Union Carbide for not being prepared for uh, emergencies, which also didn't prepare for didn't prepare communities around them um, to be aware of what's going on. This effect, uh, the effect, this tragedy affected uh, India and nearby communities economically, environmentally, and health wise. Environmentally, soils were contaminated with pesticide, affecting the health and functionality of plants and the soil, which also is directly in turn to the economy. It destroyed farmlands um, and crops. Um, there's also still waste that resides in the water to this day, affecting the water quality and also just bad respiration. Still, um, which is not good to inhale health wise. Um, these toxic gases actually impacted lives generationally. Um, People are still seeing defects in their newborns. People are noticing extra chromosomes, and higher levels of cancer. Um, Immediately in the first 6 months, people experienced very heavy breathing, eye soreness, impaired hearing, and psychologically, people suffer from a lot of PTSD from the tragedy, what they witnessed that night, losing a lot of loved ones, and also a lot of anxiety for future disasters, and economically. Um, India's lost a lot of money because due to the legal compensation um, for the victims, over 470 million they had to pay. Well, the UCC had to pay, and this event also caused decreased productivity due to a lot of people losing their jobs, a lot of people dying, a lot of just unhealthy people, and also the healthcare shot up because tons of hospitals had an influx of people coming in and that they just were not ready for, and the healthcare is just so high that the economy just fell. And lastly, so the UCC agreed to pay um, $470 million to the victims. Um, and some argue, like, is this enough for how much they damaged that part of India? Um, is $470 million enough for the amount? Over 20,000 people died. It impacted generations to come, and people criticize it as the government played heavy favorites to the company, and they kind of let them off the hook. And I also believe 470 was not enough. I think they should have added way more terms. Um, and ethically, I feel like although they weren't making the money they wanted, they still have to, if they're going to own a power plant company or a pesticide company, they have to abide by strict regulations, uh, regular maintenance, and always be aware of what's going on. And I feel like they lack that, and that's the reason why I feel like they should have paid more. But yeah, that's my presentation on the Bhopal gas tragedy, and thank you.